Bro, you think your cat is gonna hurt?
Kom kinders, gaan sit, wat.
Remember we went to that cricket game and we had a castle large. Like, what is this phone? You just check people falling and hurting themselves on a crate, and they're like, I want to do that.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fundamental Podcast. We are here today with my better half, the other Tristan.
How's it guys? How's it guys?
Tristan, the real Tristan.
Yeah, the other Tristan.
If you call me that.
The original Tristan.
No,
So yeah.
No, actually, you the original Tristan. Yeah, you came first.
Wild.
So basically,
Yeah.
this is the best episode of my life because I'm basically got my two best homies. Everyone, if you've ever met me, you know the
You've
story.
heard the story.
Yeah,
You've
what
heard
the
I
thing
got
is, my
two best friends.
Same name, same spelling, but different people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tristin.
Correct.
Yeah, you
Come
got it
on,
right
son.
after like 17 years. That's what it is.
Yeah, bro. So I'm keen
Yeah.
for today's episode. Let's get it going.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, dude. So you don't like cats for some reason?
Yes. yes. No, because I was doing this whole thing, right? I was watching this other pod and they were like, overrated, underrated. And I was like, okay, we've like got a whole Google topics, you know? And I was like, cats, you know, they started off chill.
Yeah.
Cats, bro. Overrated, underrated.
You know, they grow on you. Like, you hate them and you love them at the same time. Like, I think they're in the middle. I don't think they're overrated or underrated.
They just rate.
They just
Yeah,
rated.
they're just rated.
No, because some brew, like cats just scratch me. They just
Oh,
hate
bro,
me.
that's a cat's.
Bro, they just hate me. I don't hate them. They hate me. It's what it is.
They'll cuddle with you for like 10 minutes and then just like attack.
All of a sudden, bro.
Like when they love you, it's the best experience in the world.
I'll pick up my cat's giving you the head scratches and all of a sudden, yeet,
It just nips you.
Yeah.
squeezes.
I got flipping heated in the eye, bro.
Oh.
My cat's literally scratched me on my eyeball, dude. I had to go and it like missed my iris by like very little bit. It was wild, dude.
Hey,
Cats are crazy.
and then the cat just moves on, bro. I was like, that's your problem.
Bro, you feel like a god when you're giving it like the scratch. When you're scratching like its belly and it's purring.
Don't scratch a cat's belly, bro. Don't scratch a cat's belly.
That's your problem.
You're coming out with wall scars.
With wall scars.
If you're scratching it,
there's a joke somewhere in this. I'm just bad with cats. There's a joke somewhere. But
all cats.
Yeah. Now you gotta hit behind it. Like,
Yeah, bro, you gotta go like.
Yeah.
by the tail, right?
You
go
can.
for the belly, they think you're like attacking them.
Cats, that's like their safe zone. If they lie with their tummy up, it means they Gucci, they're happy.
Yeah, then they super chill.
Oh wait. The best is when you get like the little
The toys, bro, and then they're like, quack, quack, ninja cat.
bro. They lose their mind. It's like what?
Yeah.
Put them on catnip and then do that. It's
Oh,
bro, they're like, meow. They hoik off the walls.
that is a bad thing.
Bro, have you ever given your cat catnip?
I don't think so. I think we bought like one of the scratch pads that had it like built
Yeah,
in or
in.
something.
Ah.
But I don't think just like random.
And I was just getting high. It was just like this is the best.
No, bro, like Luna, the Siamese cat, she chows it. Like it's on the scratch pad. She chows the scratch pad.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
just like
She goes. Every time we walk in, there's like scratch pad on the floor here and there and everywhere. They love that stuff, bro.
They do, bro.
oh wait, so cats are just rated.
They just rate it, bro.
It's rated.
And then dogs has to be the next.
Yeah,
logical step.
dogs are underrated.
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 Dogs.
How so?
Bro,
Everyone loves dogs. Like
you could be crying, sitting down there, your laugh's going to shit, your dog's going, oh, I'm here to make your life better, like
I see what you
all
mean.
the time.
But people know this. People, I'm gonna argue overrated just to be that guy, just to be awful. Because I love my dogs. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
will cuddle with them and like scratch their bellies. And Tom and Jerry are just monsters. But anyway, like literally, there's a whole movie franchise called John Wick because a woman shot his dog.
Exactly.
So overrated. People know that people love their dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overrated.
No, I still can't go overrated, dude.
No.
I'm like rated, but leaning towards underrated because like even just their intelligence, bro. Like the amount of like things they've just helped people with over
No,
the years,
hundreds,
dude.
bro, like guard dogs and stuff.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. Like if they couldn't hurt our sheep, we'd all just be like farmers still because we wouldn't have been able to do anything else.
We would have figured out something. we would have just had.
Bro, you think your cat is gonna hurt our sheep?
We would have just had more kids. We would have just had more kids and let them like run around the fields.
Hell no.
Educate none of them because you have no money whatsoever.
Yeah.
Pick plants, make sure cattle stay.
Bro, you just want to be Amish. That's what you're trying to say, dude.
Oh no.
No electricity, no internet.
Yeah.
You raise sheep all day. That's what you do. Shame. Shout out the Amish. We know.
Bro, but like the stories that go in the Amish, have you seen those unsolved crime stories?
No.
Wow.
Is it what?
Dude, the one auntie kills his wife because he wants to be with another auntie, but somehow they're related. They have burner phones and stuff. It's quite wild.
Jeez, bro, that's like reality TV
Yeah.
with no TVs.
Literally. That's wild.
We need some entertainment. Let's make it ourselves.
And then everyone's describing the Amish Donnie as some stud. They show him not a stud.
He's a stud for the Amish. Bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
You don't think his beard is touching his belly button? Like, that's sick. No.
shame. That's me. Oh no.
Shout out the Amish.
Shout out to
We
Amish.
love you. They have nothing against you.
Speaking of reality shows, overrated, underrated.
Ooh.
I think overrated.
Overrated.
Bro, look at the Kardashians. No one's life is that interesting.
Bro, you know that actually that's not the actual house.
I know.
They actually get a smaller house.
Yeah.
Television set.
Bro,
No
what
one's-
about that one TV show? Like, if I had to be on a reality TV show, it would be that, you know, the one where you're chilling on a boat, you work on a boat,
Below deck.
below deck.
Yeah.
Bro, I'd be on that because you're earning money.
You earning guap.
What?
Yeah.
Bank, bro. Yo.
Bucks. And you're just chilling on a boat with it.
Yeah, you put a bit of hog graft. I mean, at the restaurant, we put in that same hog graft. We could put it on a boat.
Bro, we could literally survive on a boat, I reckon.
Yeah, bro.
And your favorite reality show, bro?
But I don't really watch reality, to be honest. I just love it. You know what I mean?
Is that just
So,
your
yeah.
existence?
Yeah, dude. I don't really watch reality at all. I mean, like Survivor's not reality, right? That's more of a game show. So
I guess
that's
it's a bit of
probably, like,
both.
the closest thing.
A reality game show.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of
I
both.
mean, yeah, okay, so maybe that, like when I was younger, but it's not really.
And then you get those shows like, what's it?
Bro, there's
Where-
so many.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just trying to remember the ones. Are You the One on like MTV?
Oh, bro, that's
Oh,
on
wow.
Netflix now.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Jeez, everything be on Netflix.
Yeah,
now.
bro,
Bro,
Netflix
streaming-
is better than DSTV.
Yeah, at this point, pretty much.
Streaming is the way, dude. Like literally. But it gets so saucy and like unnecessarily saucy.
No, it does. Exactly. No one's life is that. It has to be staged.
Yeah, like the
Or
whole
Poked and prodded.
Yeah, just like a bit. Like,
You know, you look like you're a bit too happy. Let me just throw a bit of spice in there to make everything go well.
Yeah.
like if we had a reality TV show, it would be like, so Andrew's told Tristan that his United shirt looks too sick or something like that. It's like, I don't like your shirt. So like, and then
Oh,
just
but you know, I
leave it
told him that. But you know, in fact, it's ugly.
there. You, what?
And I'll just be like, why do you support United, bro? We can't be friends.
Loyalty, bro.
Loki,
Blood.
it's what it is.
I
This
picked
is
a
the
team.
last
It
day.
was red. I liked it, and you know, ever since grade R, that's been my team.
Bro, even me, I have like no reason for supporting Chelsea. I was just like, the blue one looks cool. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
I think mine was match. I remember I was in grade 3 when I properly started supporting United. I opened Match Attack's cards in there. The first card was United, and I think it was shiny. I was like, that's the one for me. That's the one.
That's the one, bro.
I got
No wonder.
a sort of forced origin.
Really? From like family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You support United because we support Ronaldo.
Fair enough, yeah.
The man's from our village somewhere.
He's some distant cousin.
Some distant bro. I promise to God, he's my 90th cousin, and I'm standing by it.
You got the Adam's apple for it.
You know, and I sound like him if I'm drunk enough.
So.
Speak some Portuguese, bro, and then it's just what it is.
Or like
Like
almost
with the accent.
Yeah, no, and the way, dude, every interview, it's like, Ronaldo, how do you feel? I feel good. I feel good. My body fine. I feel good. And then I like how to get into character.
He speaks a bit like Jose. He like hits it, has a little tiny little break, then hits some more words, tiny little
It's
break.
probably because they're trying to think in English.
Yeah, they go to process.
True.
It's like us doing Afrikaans, bro. It's just.
I know, I'm fine. I'm fine with Afrikaans.
But like, in the beginning, even, you must have been
The
like,
beginning,
you got to
you-
process, dude.
Yeah, I know,
Like, the
100%.
translation in your mind is just, yeah.
7 to 1 for the win.
I don't know if you're gonna get copy strike or copyright if you just start singing the song. But anyway, dude, like they forced us to watch it, and I was
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was about to say. Grade 7, we used to get tests on it.
Jeez, bro.
like our Afrikaans teacher would be like, "Kom kinders, gaan sit wat."
Wat het gebeur?
Met die. Yeah, what happened on what's it, 7th one, and then we're like, yeah, no, the one auntie slept with the other
Auntie. Old man's gone missing.
Was that just like every episode?
Bro,
There was something different every episode. She go, what happened in the coffee shop when Wada Wada was talking to Wada Wada?
Yeah.
And the kid sat there.
Bro, but they would use like the most stereotypical Afrikaans names, English name. It'd be like, Johan was talking to Lorotto, and then
Oh, yeah. Diedrich. I remember that boy.
Dietrich. Yeah, and then they'd get like some random names, bro.
Mm.
And then all the white guys were just Afrikaans, and I was just like, where's the English guys?
Yeah,
But
bro.
that show had drama. Yo,
Proper spice.
that was proper spicy.
I mean, that's gotta be like the greatest South African series.
Nah, Issy Dingo.
I knew you were going to say Issy Dingo.
I'm ripping Issy Dingo.
Really, bro?
Issy
I
Dingo's
haven't watched
way better
No,
than
same.
Dingo.
I'm
any
not-
of them.
I haven't even seen an ad. I've just seen the poster.
Your Oaks must
Yeah.
watch Generations,
Bro,
Issy Dingo.
My granny used to watch Generations. I used to sit there. I was like, whoa, what? This is garbage.
Bro, that thing taught me to read because I was like learning to read, and because it was one of the few soapies with like subtitles.
Ah, check.
So I was like, because you got like I think like Backstage or something like that. That was another soapy. I can't remember all of them. Sorry. But some of them like they would speak Zulu and Afrikaans, and there would be no subtitles. Where
Oh,
Generation
yeah.
was one of the few ones that like fully subtitled everything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Subtitles are great though. Sometimes. Like
No,
sometimes they clash, dude. Like even with English.
Yeah.
Like it's so good, bro. On YouTube, I just like don't know what you're talking about. Put the subtitles on there. Yeah, it's insane. Absolutely crazy.
Speaking of YouTube,
Yeah. What about YouTube?
did you just see how I was like trying to afford transition? No, okay. Underrated, overrated podcasts. Now that you're on a podcast,
What YouTube podcast?
just
Or
podcast,
YouTube in general.
podcasts or
Podcasts in
YouTube
general.
and YouTube both.
Mm.
No, I think YouTube is also rated. I mean, everybody harps and raves about it because it is just that. It's good. You can music, old cartoons you want to watch, new anything except movies. I don't really watch movies there, but okay, I guess a bit overrated because you can't watch movies.
But aren't they like starting to make their own movies and stuff?
Yeah, but like it's
Like
like,
Netflix.
yeah, they have
What?
like YouTube.
That's news to
Premium.
me.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that. They try and make their own shows with like YouTube stars, and it's like
It's a bit cringe.
it's a bit awkward because YouTube. The joy of YouTube is basically that it's a bunch of random personalities, like a bunch
Yeah.
of just
Yeah.
normal people.
It's super relatable because you're like, I could be that idiot.
We are those idiots now. We are them. And then basically it's basically taking those people comfortable in their rooms and stuff like that, and forcing them in like a live studio setting, and like forcing them to
Kind of try to be themselves, but not.
script it themselves.
Yeah.
And now podcasts. Do you listen to podcasts?
Nope. The only thing I've ever heard about a podcast is from you. Yeah, bro, and I'm driving to basketball. Let's pop on a podcast. Happy days. I'm like, nice, bro.
Nice.
Allah. I remember that one time when I was going through that breakup. You're like, just listen to that podcast. It was very funny. It was two aunties.
Two aunties.
Aunties.
Yeah.
Worms.
Aunties, like aunties.
I don't know, bro.
I can't remember what it was, but it was funny, but it was weird. And that's the only podcast I've ever listened to.
Whitney Cummins, probably. I don't know.
Or call me daddy or something.
That one. There was that one.
Because this man was just bleak about girls. And I was just like, Drew, you need to get your confidence up. Go listen to these girls. They talk about
Everything.
getting business like on the rig.
They talk about how you should be giving the business.
Yeah.
Everything.
Sending, receiving,
Everything.
Heck.
So yeah, no, that helped him through a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I
he's
think
gonna watch I'm gonna gunpoint him with the Fundamental podcast.
Yeah, bro. Nah, podcasts are up there for me, dude. They just like a standard thing. Like when I'm falling asleep,
Mm.
like before I go to bed. Yeah, I just listen to. I have like one for every day of the week, and I just it's just what I do, bro. Yeah. So for me, they a bit underrated.
Underrated, yeah.
Not enough people listen to them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
true.
but YouTube's just rated.
Yeah.
It's chill. It's in the middle. And for you, bro?
For me, YouTube, like, it's the biggest form of, literally the only time I go on DSTV is for like sports.
Yeah.
If YouTube did sports, like if YouTube did soccer matches, it's game.
No, exactly. Yeah. Like if DSTV didn't have sport, the game is done. That's
like,
pretty much.
I promise, like, honestly, if you could watch like NBA or like American stuff on YouTube. Remember when we watched
they used to
2019
on the NBA Africa channels?
Yeah.
They used to have like the actual NBA games. Like
what's it?
Yeah, in first year, me and this guy we'd phone each other at midnight.
And
then we'd chat till like 2 a.m. and then we'd watch the basketball together.
Yeah.
No,
and then be destroyed for class.
What class, bro? What class?
Yeah, you and Steadies was a bit of a goof, but
hey, dude, but by the time it was the NBA finals, bro, it was just like, dude. Also, like most of my classes were late.
Yeah.
I had like 1 or 2 early classes, but the rest was like hoppers. So I was just like, it's chill.
Those Friday mornings, 7:30 English tuts. Oh, beautiful after a good night out. Trying to get up to go to campus in the cold. Oh,
that's wild. Jeez, bro. Campus was the whole time. Dude, but you only got into basketball like semi-recently, right?
Yeah,
yes,
no,
NBA,
like last year.
overrated, underrated, my friend.
Underrated. Underrated, hundreds.
Underrated, yeah. In America, a bit over.
Yeah, it's over.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like NFL, they have too many things.
They got their own little sports world.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, so this man didn't understand a drop of basketball, then we got him into
Bounce
basketball.
ball, shoot ball. That's where I was at.
Yeah.
Now this man's repping the Bucks. He's like,
Go Bucks, up the Bucks, fear the deer.
Man's a Giannis sexual.
Yes, hundreds, my boy. Such a lovely person.
He is.
He is, and he's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, he wins the finals and then he rocks up to that. What was that drive-through he rocked up? It was like
Wendy's.
Well, what a legend. Can I have a 50-piece? He just did the whole laugh, bro.
So the joke there, let me just put it in context. The joke there is that the Bucks, he scored 50 points in that game. So he was like, I want 50 chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
To celebrate.
It was so funny, dude. Oh my word.
You checked his Instagram with him and his wife at the bar.
So he has one of them ring for oral, bells as he was ringing it, and she was like, "No, stop this."
His kids on here.
He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer for sure, bro.
That man gives away so much merch. What do his sponsors say? Yeah, like literally after every game, he's giving away his shoes, giving away this, he's giving away that.
Hey, bro,
what are his sponsors saying?
200 mil contracts.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's not paying a cent for his merch. He's not paying a cent.
Nah, dude, it's crazy. But I mean, just like professional sportsmen in general, like the top ones, not like flipping professional temp bowlers or something. Like the real sportsmen, you know what I mean? Yeah, like soccer players. Basketball players, those are
they make
crazy.
Bang.
They make stupid money, bro.
And it's not even off their own sports. It's off like advertisements.
Yeah, all the
endorsements.
And besides endorsements, just like their contracts.
No, especially that's more NBA than like football.
I mean, soccer you get like 100 million, not 100 million, 100,000 a week. Or
yeah, but like with basketball, you sign your contract 5 year, 200 million, something stupid like that.
Yeah, I guess it's more like guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed there.
I get you. But yeah, the Supermaxes are getting crazy now.
Yeah.
They should bring them into football.
Like the whole
Supermax and then like regulate within the
salary caps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that, dude. Because Man City is too damn rich, and now Newcastle is gonna buy everybody.
Haaland and Mbappe all playing together.
Oh,
bro, man's gonna have like an ultimate team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally playing real life ultimate team.
Yeah, bro. Well, I guess when you have everything else, like what is left to do, bro? You just make your real life ultimate.
Me and Trizzy had like this whole debate. We said to fix American sports, they need relegation. To fix European sports, we need a salary cap.
Yeah.
Because financial fair play is a joke.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, like, look, Newcastle's financial fair play is going to be what? The owners are got money coming out their wazoo.
Yeah.
And that cap is relative to the team. Like PSG's cap is ridiculous compared to someone like Aston Villa.
Yeah, because it's according to how much income comes in.
Yeah.
So if you take
and they're a clothing brand, never mind a sports team.
Yeah, no, PSG is more of a fashion brand than anything else.
Literally.
Oh, I mean, they're sponsored by Jordan. aren't
Yeah.
they? So it's just like,
So I want to get one of them shirts, bro.
Hey, Michael Jordan, hit the boys up.
let's
on.
go.
Man's like in his 60s.
Yeah.
And I doubt he'll even like recognize like internet celebrities.
Yeah, that's also true. I don't think he even has an Instagram page. He has like one for the brand,
Yeah.
but like not a personal page.
Oh, he's probably got someone running that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even really his page.
Man's busy gambling and playing golf. He's living his life.
Literally just doing whatever he wants to do, bro. And just like enjoying watching
Do you know
the
what's
better.
disgusting? Do you know what's disgusting?
Yeah.
Love him, but do you know what's disgusting? He would be out gambling till like 3 a.m. smoking cigars, and then you would just put 50 on your team.
Bro, it's like Ronaldinho for soccer. Boy would be jolting till 3 a.m. doing all the everythings. Rock up, make players look like they're children.
Sure.
Hey, bro, that's when it's just talent, dude. Like, what can
No,
you
yeah.
do?
You can't do
That's
maths,
just broken talent.
Yeah.
brew. Like I have a glass of wine, and I stay up to like 12 o'clock at night. The next day, I'm like,
Don't wake me up. It's
Day.
too bright. It's too bright.
Yeah, bro. It's insane, dude. Absolutely crazy.
peeps be freaks, bro.
Peeps be freaks, dude.
Oh wait, now we get into the serious stuff.
Yeah.
We started off like dogs, cats. Overrated, underrated, finding love. Finding love.
As the only taken one here. What is your opinion?
Nah, this man's happily married, like always.
Oh, go for it. I'm happily married.
You're happily married.
I'm
I was
happily
like,
married, bro. If I was a few years down the line, yeah, I probably would be.
He's not married, but like he's basically married. Just context.
Yeah, without the ring and the contract and everything.
Yeah.
Then prenups.
Without the future alimony, that's what it is.
Oh no.
Or a college fund, bro.
Start a school fund now for my kids.
Bro, alright. So overrated, underrated, my friend.
Jeez, like that's a rough question.
We
I guess it's a bit of both.
Hmm.
Like once you find it, it's underrated, but while you're looking for it, it's like overrated.
Yeah, it's like varies on your situation.
Yeah.
And like your feelings at that time, I guess. Because I mean, like if you got done bad in a relationship, you're gonna be like, nah, it's mad overrated.
Yeah.
But if you had a good experience, you're gonna be like,
That's
pretty
Gucci, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can see that they're like the smart ones in my friendship. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Half the time, I'm just confused. Don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I'm
See,
just
that's everyone, bro.
Yeah.
We're all just like
Just move,
rambling
just-
through
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like, what
yeah,
are
I'm
you
just
doing?
stumbling through. I'm like,
Hi guys.
hi guys, hey.
Hey, bro, smiling.
Smile and wave.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, bro.
Mm.
What else we rated?
Meaning of life.
Ooh.
I don't know. I haven't found it yet.
Whoa.
No, I'm
Heavy,
joking. I'm
yeah.
joking. I don't know, bro. The meaning of life, I guess, is relevant to different people.
Mm.
Yeah, like depends on your beliefs, obviously.
Yeah.
And things like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like meaning of life really, but it was one of the things Keanu Reeves said on one of the talk shows he was on. I don't know if you guys saw it, where he was like, they asked him like, what do you think happens when we die? Like, obviously they were trying to ask like, do you believe in heaven or reincarnation or whatever?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I think that the people that love us will miss us. And everyone was just like going crazy because it's like, I mean, it's
It's not wrong.
It's 100% correct. It's like the only correct way to answer the question.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, no one really knows for sure. Everyone believes in that,
Yeah,
like,
but you don't
something
know.
exists or doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one thing you can know is that, you know, the people that love you will miss you. Well, we hope.
Yeah. Unless you haven't
That's what it
goofed
is.
up that bad.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah. So meaning of life. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
And for you?
For me, meaning of life, bro. I don't know. Because, you know, I flux, bro, from going from, you live once, let's go crazy, to like,
Oh no, I can't be doing that. That's gonna be an issue.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, confused is, I'm just going to be like rated. I'm going to be overrated and underrated.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, now we're just pausing the episode for a bit. I'm just here to remind you to please visit the YouTube page, subscribe to the YouTube page, like the video, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts, your feelings, give us a comment. All information will be super helpful for us. And oh yes, hit the notification bell, ring the icon so that you don't miss an episode.
Yeah, and also please follow us on Instagram at _fundamental_podcast and like our photos, leave some comments, and watch out for all our latest clips as well as behind the scenes pictures and clips. Cool, back to the episode.
Cool, we are back from the break.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, boys, how goes it?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good.
Oh, wait, you're around. He hasn't left, he hasn't like run away yet.
Came close, but you know.
Yeah, it was a close call, this one, for sure.
Do you know what it was a close call, gents?
Yeah.
Without this man, we would not have a podcast.
This is very accurate, in fact.
We were stuck in this garage when it was still full of nonsense, full of all the garbage. No, it wasn't garbage. Let me take it easy.
Mediocrity.
You know?
It was just like general garden stuff.
Yeah, 100%, right? And then we're sitting one day we're sitting and we're just like, we need names.
We
like
need a
going through
podcast name.
Yeah. We're like name generator. We're like, because we wanted to steal from like our podcast we know.
Yeah, well, not steal from them, but like be inspired by them, you know, and like their ideas of
names.
Yeah.
And often what would be is like basically it would be an adjective noun. So
yeah, and something like not too long, you know.
yeah, like something short and snippet. Like we gave ourselves like 6 syllables.
Yeah, not like that you're rambling on trying to say the name. You know what I mean?
Because we wanted to go be like 2 dudes and a tiger.
But it wasn't punchy at all.
No, it wasn't. 2 dudes and a tiger podcast. Are you listening?
Not a chance, bro.
Not a chance.
So then we were like, flip, because for example, like the one podcast we listened to, Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
So we were like,
like an oxymoron or something.
Like that. Like we're like, what's it? We just had a list of names. It was just
and we were on like dictionaries, just like looking at different words and stuff, like nouns and adjectives and everything, and we was making no progress whatsoever.
Yeah, it was like chaotic gentleman or like something stupid. It was just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Then one time we like, okay, we stuck. So we go, Trizzy. We hit the phone call. Like, give us an adjective.
I just thought, I was like, what you guys want to do, They're like, we want to do the basics or some stuff. So I was like, fundamental, and I can't remember the other one. They like the fundamental, not the other one, and now we're here.
Yeah, fundamental it is.
Bro, but we lost our minds because we've been working on it for like 2 days.
And you literally, like, in the first 10 seconds of speaking to you, it was like the best thing we'd come up with.
Like, you just woken up from a nap.
Yeah.
Legit.
And we went, Trizzy, give us an adjective.
Yeah. No, it was literally like a fundamental or something.
Dude, it took me like a minute to process that was even an adjective, dude. I was like, what part of speech is that? Yeah, dude, it was wild.
Bro, it was like ridiculous. And then it's also very us. Like, we're getting to the basic of things. And we're not gonna lie to you. We Joe Big Boots. We just Joe Big dudes.
Yeah.
Oh no, meet someone and say, listen, I talk like a Joe Big Boots. I did, it's what it is.
And one of our very famous sayings is, bro, it's fundamental. You just gotta get to the fundamentals of everything. Go talk to someone when they're trying to teach you to play golf. Like, bro, just the fundamentals of the shot.
Gotta get it right, bro. The fundamentals.
Any sport, basketball, cricket, hockey, golf, whatever.
Yeah, dude, fundamentals, it's essential. It's what it is. You gotta have it. Like, we're essential to all of your entertainment lives. It's what it is. But yeah.
Coming strong to the Dutch market, bro. Coming out swinging.
What can you do, bro? Yeah.
Then we try to celebrate, but this man can't drink half the bar.
Yeah, this is also accurate. Vodka, no.
So let us know what actually happened. How did you discover that you can only drink whiskey?
So blessed be the coronavirus. During that first lockdown, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, me included, gained a lot of weight. So after a while, I was like, nah, this ain't it. Decided to do some exercises, eat right, drop quite a bit of weight. And then I met my girlfriend and we started going to our parties and having house parties. And like after every jowl, like not even 2 hours, I kid you not, I'd have my starting rounds. Literally like an hour later, I'd be on the loo. Bleh. And then I was like, maybe I don't know, maybe it's this, maybe I just got wasted or something. And then it kept on happening. So I went to the doctor, did some tests, and they were like, you know what, you have a fatty liver, that's why. You know, when you drink alcohol, it just goes through your liver to purify it and touches something and pew, off you go. Then I was like, then I went to a dietitian like, to try and sort out the liver and everything. And he said, you can drink whiskey. It's got the least fat. It's one of the healthiest alcohols. And yeah, so that worked for me. Nothing else works. If I touch a sip of anything else, it's game over.
Sure, bro. Gotta be very careful, dude.
Yeah.
Man has sorted out his birthday gift for the next 20 years.
Yeah, that's also true.
For my 22nd, I was like, what alcohol do you drink? Whiskeys. Everybody bought whiskey. I have like 6 bottles chilling. I'm sorted.
Really good problems.
Yeah, it's a great problem, dude.
Wait, so from your 6 bottles of whiskeys, clearly you've like discovered what's lacquer, what's not great, what's good. Give us like the breakdown.
So for me, there's a different taste for everyone. For me, it's more of a smooth, gentle whiskey that when you have a sip, it doesn't cloud the back of your throat. So like a good Glenfiddich. The older it is, the better. But the good, what is it, 12 year?
12 years.
Yeah, the 12 year is pretty solid on its own. But once you taste like the 15 and the 18, it's rough to go back. But unfortunately, they cost like 1.5 for the 18 years. So
jeez,
we'll just have to do.
Once you get that good stuff.
That good stuff.
That's
good.
Yeah,
and Jameson's also not too bad. I mean, it's on par with the 12 year, well, on price wise, but it's also not bad at all. Yeah, basically those are my 2 go-tos. There's also a plain South African one, which is not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's mom bought me. I was like, it's South African. Let me give it a try. It's a bit stack.
Support local.
It's a bit stack, but
yeah,
it's not too bad.
Yeah, dude. Sure. I haven't really had much whiskey, to be honest, dude.
This man lives off Brunnerwein and vodka.
Yeah, that's generally it. I mean, because they mix nice. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you pop it in some iced tea, you can't taste it. The vodka,
yeah,
cream soda, you can barely taste it, so it just goes down.
Yeah, dude. But the couple times I have had whiskey, it was Jameson with lime, dude.
Yeah,
that was great, dude. Oh my word. Yeah. The lime just adds so much.
That made it amazing, yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy, dude. But yeah.
Dude, so I just, Can't wait.
Yeah.
Go enjoy a nice.
I'm sure if I were whiskey tasting, that would be
sick.
Ooh, that's actually true, yeah. There must be somewhere here.
No, hundreds of, especially Cape Town. I mean, you could probably taste anything in Cape Town.
Yeah. So they've got everything.
They got everything, bro.
Yeah.
You can check on Instagram, every auntie and their cousin's gone for wine tasting or some other tasting.
Yeah, gin tastings are so popular now.
Really? Gin?
Yeah.
Gin is so bitter though. I don't try it.
I mean, it's grown on me, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I tasted gin, I was like, wow, what insane person is drinking this? And now I'm like, it's alright, it's pretty good. It can be quite refreshing if you have the right mixer.
Correct. True.
Yeah, then it blends very well into.
To be fair, all alcohol's an acquired taste. I mean, when we started drinking, we were like, what is this? What is this filth?
But I mean, like,
brew when we were kids.
We started with beer, and then it's just like
spin, bro.
Okay, but that's just like lemonade, dude.
And that's where all our drinking problems began.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, when we were kids, beer was like dirty water.
No, just remember we went to that cricket game and we had a castle lot. Like, what is this filth? This is literally dirty drain water.
And now I can't get enough of the stuff.
Oh, bro, now I can slap a beer. Unfortunately, it ends badly, but I can still slap it.
Nah, bro, I still hardly ever.
Intolerant for alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Speaking of cricket, brew, like we went to like the game, but like the T20 World Cup's coming up ASAP. When is it happening?
End of the month. Group stage starts on the 18th.
Oh, yeah.
The qualifier for the Super 12. They've changed the format for the whole World Cup now.
Is it like 2 groups of 4, or is it like?
I'm not too sure.
Or does everyone and their auntie verse each other?
Basically. So there's only limited spots available in Super 12. So I think like the top 2 or 3 teams go through. Like the first game is Oman versus Papua New Guinea, and you got Ireland in the mix and all those type of teams.
My money's on Papua New Guinea.
Real, I think it was Oman. They were played Sri Lanka, or someone like from that side of the world played Sri Lanka, and they gave them a run for their money.
Sure, bro. That's quite impressive though, and it's also nice that like the sport is growing a bit more.
no, it is.
Because I mean, like cricket, like Americans, dude. Bro, the way Americans treat cricket is hilarious, dude.
They actually have a cricket team.
Yeah,
But-
it's
yeah.
the
In the
Oaks that
World
didn't
Cup.
make it in baseball.
No.
I was gonna be like, no
They
ways,
didn't make it. They didn't make it.
no ways, bro.
It's everyone who didn't make baseball. It's like, you go to the
Yeah.
Remember when we were at school, we had a Donny that was a baseball player.
Who?
Mark McNamara.
Oh, did you just...
No, was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't that guy. That guy just threw it. Yeah, he was quite singy. I can't remember what his name was, but he was like a South African baseball player. He used to hoy that thing, bro. Like, no bounce, just 140. Scary.
So you had a
times.
rocket of an arm.
He had a rocket of an arm.
No way, so who's your money on, bro? Sorry, just to cut that guy out. Just...
Oh, it's a tough one, hey. England's a good shout if they have all their players back. Because no Ben Stokes, he's taken an absence from cricket.
Arrested again or
No. Shame. No, the boy's having mental issues. So
Oh,
he's
shame.
he's
No,
not playing.
respect.
He dropped out of RPL. He dropped out of all like the big bash. If
Mm.
he's playing there,
Yeah.
he dropped out of Test cricket and ODIs, T20s, all of that. So he's taking a mental break.
Sounds like he's going through it. No, all the best for
Yeah.
Ben Stokes. But New Zealand always tend to pull it
New
out.
Zealand's a very good tournament team.
They always
I don't
pull
know
it
why.
out.
Yeah.
They're a very good tournament team.
They dog average most of the time.
No, but lately, since the World Cup, who won England? Since they lost to England in the World Cup final, they've been on form.
Yeah, no,
They've been winning
did they
tests.
beat India in the Test World Cup
Yes.
final?
They did.
So there's a Test World
The
Cup
Test
now.
Championship.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
It's every year, so it's like
Every
a
year?
championship. It's like the Premier League kind of
Okay,
vibes.
yeah.
So like you play your games, whoever has the most points goes to the final.
That's cool, dude. They definitely trying to make cricket more interesting now.
Interesting,
So many people are just like, no, I don't want to sit for like 5 days and
Yeah,
watch this.
so they're
same
trying to
game."
fight between the corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so much. Dude, we even have a players' association where like the players come together to like sort out the governing bodies.
Oh, really?
Like they have a representative, so like they have council meeting, they send a representative to try and get fair pay and all that stuff for the players. So yeah, it's quite
That's
interesting.
hectic.
yeah.
Do you think, okay, South Africa, what's their shot, bro?
Yo, it's literally a flip of a coin. I mean, we have decent players. We have the history of choking, even though everyone's like, oh no, it's just a mental thing. Unfortunately, it's there.
Yeah, it's
We got a-
undeniable.
yeah.
that-
It is. But we got a lot
Ridiculous.
of new people in that haven't got that much experience, but are still decent.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the year we break that curse, because if we break that curse, we will go far. I mean,
Yeah. It would be nice as
yeah,
well.
it'd be great.
For once, yeah.
And hopefully the boy Bavuma got this, Captain Bavuma.
Captain Bavuma, I mean,
I think he's better in that role.
no, he is 100%. He's a good captain. But coming into T20, I remember I think he made his debut for ODI against Ireland. I thought, what are they doing? Bavuma is nowhere near a limited overs player. Proved us all wrong. He did well. I think he scored 100 on debut against Ireland. And then he was in and out of the team for a while. And then he started captaining the Lions T20 team. Man was one of the top run scorers. I was shocked.
And he captained him to a domestic trophy
Yeah.
group.
Wow, dude.
He made the Lions relevant again.
Yeah, but the Lions were like always relevant. They were always there, but like they just choke.
Mm.
Yeah, he couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
So if anyone can help chokers, okay, this comes across badly. I love the South African cricket team. I'm die-hard blood through and through. Like if I could, I would give up my left ankle to go play there, bro. I would give up like my left foot, bro, to go play for the Proteas.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, not me, but I haven't watched cricket in years, dude. Sure.
Oh no, the IPL's back as well.
But it's such a struggle, bro, to watch.
No,
Like, there's
yeah.
no time.
True. It's interesting though, hey, because I mean, like you got Aidan Markram there, no?
Oh, is he doing business?
Yeah, he's there. He's got for the Kings, or it used to be called the Kings. Now it's the Punjab Kings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's doing decently. I remember when he went through a dip of form, he couldn't hit a cricket ball in international cricket.
It's true. So, I mean, it's
It happened.
cricket is like 65% mental,
Or 70.
70% mental, bro. If you're not like comfortable,
Yeah.
because you're facing balls that come in 130,
You got
140.
like a split second of reaction time.
Yeah.
So if your mind is not calm and like in the right headspace,
Mm.
bro, that ball that's coming 140 will either look like it's thrown by a toddler or like it's a race car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're calm, it's like, okay, you can see it. They say it's like you're hitting a beach ball.
Yeah.
You're just calm. Everything comes to you.
Yeah, literally, it's like a river. You just flow. You literally train your ass off during a week, and when you get there, your body just takes over.
Yeah, the muscle memory.
You know, you
Just takes
see
over.
ball,
Yeah.
hit ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
This is coming from a prime number 11 step.
Primrose Express.
Primrose Express, bro. I was there. I would get a 50 in dots before I'd get a single run.
Oh yeah, that
That's
50
fun.
partnership we had against Parktown. That was a fun time.
That was a fun time. So basically, it went like this. He scored like 47 runs. I scored 3 runs. But I was just there to plug it in. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
They got so min.
Oh, bro, who was that was tuning? I think it was Affies. Like, never forget, you were just. No, it wasn't Affies. It's just an Afrikaans school. I remember. The
Tory
keeper
Boys.
was probably. The keeper was like, "Is this okay? We're gonna hit the ball." I said, "Be here for a long time, brother. He's not going anywhere."
Do you know the thing? I don't score runs, but I don't go out. That was the goal.
Just stay there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I knew I had to go bowl like 10 overs.
Give yourself some time.
Yeah, so I was just like, I'll take it easy. It's like, no rush.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
Oh, the good days, bro. While we were busy slogging it at cricket, this man was slogging it at basketball.
Yeah.
And now this man introduced me to basketball, and and it turns out I was pretty decent at it, bro. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like the thing I like about basketball is like it's easy to practice because you can practice by yourself.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the team sports, like it's more difficult to practice. Like I mean, cricket. I mean, yeah, you have like a ball machine or whatever, but I mean,
Well,
ideally you need at least
manage,
someone
yeah.
else to practice with. Whereas basketball, I mean, you can just go by yourself. Yeah.
Starting drills and stuff.
Yeah, so you can get good pretty quick because you don't need to wait for like good practices. So yeah,
You just
It's
sit
a
and
fun
shoot,
time.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've always been into basketball though. Even like at school, some after school people would be like playing basketball, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go jam basketball.
I was garbage, but it was fun.
Oh, the next time like I was basketball, like, yo bro, I was garbage, but you know I still had fun. I got it in once, I was like, nice.
yeah. It's definitely fun though.
And now we beat ourselves up if we knock like 30% from 3.
Yeah, yo, dude. So hard to practice though. Like since high school, I've hardly played, and it's rough.
You also broke your wrist, which kills you.
Yeah, this is also true.
So the man was busy playing and then he landed on his wrist badly.
Yeah,
And it hasn't been the same since.
no, dude. It'll still just like randomly be sore sometimes.
No, it's cold.
Wild. No, dude. But even just like I'll just be sitting and then like move to like pick up a glass or something, and then it's just sore, and it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, speaking of fun in basketball, you ever played 2K?
Yeah. You coerced me into it.
Hey, it was a special. It was a nice little
It was a
special.
very nice special, but you coerced me into it.
That stuff was fun. Hey, don't tell me you didn't spend a good couple hours.
Oh no, bro, I spent a good couple of months on the game.
Bro, but that's hard to learn, dude. It took me a minute to get the controls for NBA 2K, dude.
Oh no, it took me relatively quickly.
Really?
It's similar to FIFA.
Bro, okay.
But
Yeah,
this
I
guy's
got
true love.
NBA before
Yeah.
FIFA, I think. So
No.
I was like, what's happened? No, but also, like the first NBA I got was on Wii, dude. And
Shake.
That was my first FIFA.
bro, so like
Shake,
I didn't even
shake.
know like how basketball worked, dude. So I like learned how basketball works and the rules and stuff from playing 2K on Wii, bro. It was crazy. It was so much fun though, but it was ridiculous because you're like moving with the nunchuck, and then the other hand you just like yeah.
You go fishing.
Yeah, dude. Oh, what a jolt though. But yeah, that one took me forever to learn, dude. Because I was like, I don't even know what half the moves in basketball were, dude.
Yeah, that's me.
And now I'm trying to learn it. Oh, it was crazy. Like on PlayStation, it wasn't that bad to learn because, as you say, it was like FIFA.
Yeah.
But yeah, the original one took me forever, dude. It took me like 2 months before I was like, oh, this is how basketball works. It
To
was
be fair,
ridiculous.
I had Andrew every time I was like, oh, why did this happen? He'd be like, yo, Bruce, and then he start drawing stuff on the blackboard and
Yeah, but the amount of drawing in Notepad is real. Like, I was trying to explain him like 8-second violations.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
pains, yeah.
All these little technical rules, dude.
backcourt violation.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like you can't.
Way back.
Yeah, you can't koi back and stuff like that, bro. And I was like, the 3-point line, yes, the 3-point line. And I was teaching him off-ball screens and screening.
Yeah.
Bro, that was so fun. And I was like, I was like full on coach mode. I was like, so you set the screen and then you must, because he was playing as a big man. He was playing a big man. He was playing a center.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was like, you must set the screen for the guard, then you must roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say screen. I just run side, run baseline.
Man was just running. Man was playing like a guard
Yeah.
with a center. When he should,
He was running in slow mode.
bro, he's running down the wings, and I'm like, no, you have to, like, centers have the middle lane. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
middle
yeah.
lane. That's the
That's
job.
why you center, because you're in the middle.
Yeah, you just run between the lanes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's our job as guards to, well, your job is to get the ball from the, because you're more point guard, I'm more shooting. Bro, as a shooting guard, for example, my job, the minute I see the big get the board, get the rebound, sorry, let me just stop talking shop, you know, like I really know what I'm talking about. No, I'm joking. But like the minute I see the big man get the rebound, I'm gone.
Running.
Bro,
for
I'm a
days.
road runner, bro.
On the bar.
I'm like, if I was a Looney Tune, you'd just see my shadow.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, but if there's ever an intervention I have to drag you to, it's a FIFA intervention.
Ooh, yeah.
This man,
Yo, no.
I'm like, bro, I can even ask him, I'm like, how much, like, you will know the pace. We'll be watching, like, Tottenham versus some other random woman in the Conference League, and he's like, oh, that player's got 95 pace.
Like this morning, a son.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I think I'll pick Son. I was like, yeah, he's got 88 pace.
Spot on.
Jeez, bro. That's wild, dude.
You got to know these things if you want to make the money moves.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, if you're serious, you actually got to, like, learn.
Yeah, you got to
so much
learn
more.
trading as well.
Yeah.
Bro, you should just be a FIFA YouTuber. Like, or a FIFA streamer.
Actually, dude.
I'm not that good, so I just get trashed. Bro, I'm like Castro, just start throwing my toys around.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Just-
entertaining.
That is entertaining. And you just, if you spend like 1,000 rand on like FIFA coins a month, and if people like, you know, if you get
Yeah,
my
get the
followers,
subs and all that.
yeah, bro, then it'll work out, and then, hey, bro, I'd watch it. I just watch Trizzy Rage at FIFA all day.
Yo, cancellations coming.
Bro, so yeah, exactly. But like, how far would you go for like a good YouTube skit or like a good YouTube? Like, because people go wild. Like,
Yeah, some
Mr.
people
Beast.
spend so much money or just do, like, risk their lives. Jumping off of things.
Yo, if it comes to hearts, I'm not there. I'm good. I'm happy on the ground. If it's on the ground, I'm happy. I'll go to the end of the earth.
Yeah, bro. True comedian. Yeah. Yo, but I mean, like the challenges though get crazy. Like people see a challenge and they try to replicate it,
Oh, yeah.
and then like what was the
It's
one
bad.
where you had to like climb like crates or something? The crate challenge.
Oh,
was it?
that's one where they did adverts as
Dude,
well.
Yeah.
people was breaking bones
No,
left
they
and right,
was.
dude. It was ridiculous.
And no one was getting over it. You just check people falling and hurting themselves on a crate, and they're like, I want to do that.
Bro, it was wild. Because, you know, it's ego. Because
Yeah.
people get to like the top and then you just see their legs go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Making money moves.
Dude, the funniest but also the safest was the people that fell on like the first crates. It's like the first step and they just wham. It's crazy, dude.
Bro, I
But
saw a
yeah.
video of the guy just puts his foot through the first crate and then he just like flops onto the rest of the tower.
Jeez, bro. What kind of weak crates are you? Like paper crates, dude. What are you doing?
The code crates from 1902.
Bro, yeah, you're getting it. Bro, because like
Yeah.
my gran has that at her house. She uses like chairs sometimes. Just like you just sit, like outside,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
outside chairs and stuff.
Very village.
It's what it is. We from there. It's what it is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Family event. Put up your crates. Let's go.
Bro, a crate and you know what's sick? Don't even joke. You get a crate, you stand it up, you put a beer, like you know how you carry your a case of beers. That thing at the bottom, you put.
Okay.
That's like a pillow on the crate. Bro, that thing slaps.
Oh no.
Jeez, bro.
You could just
That would be
pillow
wild.
to it.
Pillows are for inside, my friend. Nah, but it's what it is. Thank you so much for coming, my friend.
Right.
Yes, dude.
Anytime,
It was a
anytime.
great episode. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Anytime, bro. Apparently, you have a cat page to push.
Yeah, I do. It's called Tutu the Drums. Just starting off by a young measly 10 followers. So,
Let's get that all the way up.
Yeah, let's
As
get
long as
that.
it's not more than us, but hey,
That's a new goal. Let's get more than them.
Yeah, so definitely give that a follow. Obviously, like the photos, keep up with the content. It's great. It's so funny and stuff. But yeah.
You know, and do the same for us, you know, the Fundamental Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, you know what it is. And do the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, you know, hit the bell.
Yeah, keep up and we'll see you in the next one. Cool.
Peace.
Cheers.